world has forgotten what it means to be a warrior. Men have become soft, comfortable, weak. They avoid pain. They chase pleasure. They break promises to themselves every single day. But there is another way. 2,000 years ago, the Stoics built an empire. And they did it by living as warriors, even in times of peace. Here are 9 rules of a Stoic warrior. Ancient discipline for modern men. Marcus Aurelius was a philosopher, but he was also a military commander who spent years on the battlefield. He did not write his meditations from a comfortable study. He wrote them in a war tent, surrounded by death, disease, and danger. Epictetus was a slave who was physically broken, yet he became one of the strongest minds in history. Seneca advised emperors while knowing any day could be his last. These men were warriors in the truest sense, not because they sought violence, but because they mastered themselves completely. These 9 rules are their code. Follow them, and become the man you were meant to be. The man who has mastered himself can master anything. You cannot lead men if you cannot lead yourself. You cannot demand discipline from others if you break promises to yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A warrior who cannot control his temper, his appetites, his fears, is no warrior at all. He is a liability. He will break when pressure comes. Before you seek to conquer anything external, conquer the enemy within. Your laziness, your excuses, your comfort addiction, your fear, not because you have to, because it makes you unbreakable. They run toward it, because they know pain is the forge that creates strength. Seneca deliberately practiced poverty even while wealthy. He slept on hard floors, he fasted, he exposed himself to cold. Why? To train his mind that nothing external could break him. The modern man avoids all discomfort. He needs perfect temperature, perfect conditions, perfect timing. He is fragile. The Stoic warrior seeks discomfort. Cold showers, early mornings, hard training, difficult conversations. A warrior's word is his bond. When he says he will do something, it is done. No excuses, no renegotiation, no backing out. In ancient Rome, a man's word was his honor. To break it was worse than death. It was the death of reputation, of trust, of everything that made a man worth following. Epictetus taught, "First, say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." The modern world is full of broken promises. Men who say they will call and do not. Men who commit and quit. Men whose words mean nothing. Be different. When you say you will do something, do it. When you make a promise, keep it. Let your word become iron. Let people know that when you speak, reality bends to match. Act from wisdom, not reaction. He feels everything: anger, fear, grief, joy. But he does not let those emotions dictate his actions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it?" A warrior who acts from anger makes mistakes. A warrior who acts from fear retreats when he should advance. A warrior who acts from emotion is predictable, and predictable men are defeated. Feel the emotion, acknowledge it, then choose your response with cold clarity. Your body is the vehicle of your will. Keep it battle ready. A weak body houses a weak will. A strong body forges a strong mind. Roman soldiers trained every single day, not just before battle, but always. They marched, they drilled, they built. Their bodies were weapons kept constantly sharp. The modern man neglects his body. He sits for hours. He eats poison. He avoids exertion. Then he wonders why his mind is foggy, his will is weak, his energy is gone. A Stoic warrior trains, not for vanity, for capability, not for appearance, for function. He wants a body that can fight, protect, endure, and perform when called upon. Each morning, remind yourself, this could be your last day. Then, live accordingly. The warrior keeps death close, not as a source of fear, but as a source of clarity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The man who fears death is controlled by that fear. He plays it safe. He postpones the important. He lives small because he is terrified of losing what he has. The Stoic warrior has already accepted death. He has made peace with his mortality. This does not make him reckless. It makes him free. When you accept that death could come today, you stop wasting time. Become capable so others can depend on you. This is the warrior's purpose. It exists to protect those weaker: family, community, the innocent. The Stoics believed in duty to others. Marcus Aurelius served Rome not for glory, but because it was his responsibility. He wrote about his obligations constantly. A man who builds strength only for selfish gain is not a warrior. He is a mercenary. There is no honor in power without purpose. Who depends on you? Who looks to you for protection? Physical, financial, emotional. Your children, your partner, your parents, your community. Speak directly. Speak once, and let that be enough. They speak with precision and purpose. Every word carries weight because words are scarce. Epictetus taught that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen twice as much as we speak. The man who talks constantly reveals everything: his insecurities, his fears, his weaknesses. He gives ammunition to enemies and bores his allies. The Stoic warrior speaks when he has something worth saying. He does not fill silence with noise. He does not explain himself endlessly. That you made your ancestors proud. Live so that the men who came before you would look at your life and nod with respect. Marcus Aurelius thought constantly about the men who shaped him, his teachers, his father, his ancestors. He tried to live in a way that honored their legacy. You are not just an individual. You are the result of thousands of years of survival. Men fought, bled, and died so that you could exist. What are you doing with that inheritance? Live with discipline, live with courage, live with integrity, not for applause, for honor, not for recognition, for legacy. Subscribe to Stoic practices daily, and become the warrior you were meant to be. Master yourself. Embrace discomfort. Keep your word. Control your emotions. Train your body. Face death. Protect the weak. Speak with purpose.